First Alert 4 continues to probe the St. Louis ties to Trump Mobile, the new phone company promoted by the Trump Organization. One company handling customer service calls, at least in part, is based in Chesterfield. Tonight, Cameron Bopp shows us what we have uncovered about that company and the questions now being raised about Trump Mobile's promises to consumers.
Thank you for calling Trump Mobile.
Trump Mobile's support line went live Monday, but when First Alert 4 dialed in,
I'm not quite sure how that would have happened.
The line picked up with a greeting from Omega Auto Care, then disconnected.
Interesting. I'll look on to my site about that too.
The Trump Organization said the call center would be based in St. Louis. We tracked down Omega's office in Chesterfield, just off I-64 and Clarkson, and employees there confirmed they are helping with calls for Trump Mobile because of high demand. Omega Auto Care operates under Insurity Ventures, which also operates Drive America, the company providing roadside assistance for Trump Mobile customers. First Alert 4 has identified 3 lawsuits filed against Insurity in recent years, accusing the company of illegal robocalls to thousands of consumers. All were dismissed or settled, but centered on violations of consumer protection laws. Insurity holds a B rating with the Better Business Bureau and has dozens of customer complaints, issues ranging from billing errors to missing support, similar to the customer service issues we ran into with Trump Mobile. Trump Mobile markets itself as a patriotic alternative to big tech wireless brands. Its flagship plan offers unlimited talk, text, and data, plus roadside and telehealth perks. The phone itself, they say, is set to be built in the U.S., priced around $500. Industry insiders, though, like those with Purism, a company with a made-in-USA smartphone that retails for $2,000, questions whether the phone will fully be made in the U.S. It's still unclear how Omega got involved in picking up the phones, but campaign donation records show at least one executive with Omega, Brian Fox, has given to Trump's campaign. The Trump Mobile launch also came one day before the president said this.
I don't believe in telephones. There's people like you listen to them.
And a big question still remains, who exactly is watching out for you, the consumer? Should your calls go unanswered, or should Trump Mobile not keep its promises? Well, the federal agency tasked with protecting people in cases like this, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, has lost nearly 90% of its staff since federal cuts under the Trump administration. Of course, we're also doing what we can to protect you as well. In the studio, Cameron Bopp, First Alert 4.
Cameron, thank you. Let's take a